everyone, and welcome to today's video. So today we are going out thrift store shopping. I'm going to be looking for some little doodads and things. Mom's looking for some doodads and she won't come say hi. Put sad faces and say hi mom in the comments and say hi to my mom. So let's get going thrift store shopping. Outside of our local library. It is a Santa's house setup. They've had this setup since I was little. Oh, and Santa is waving at you. Hello, Santa. And then the library is over here, and they purchased and renovated the old Santa Fe Railway Depot. And actually, I helped with this renovation because it was my 4-H reading project. And even though it is very dreary and blurry out today, I just slipped and fell on my butt. Actually on my knees, but I'm okay and my pants aren't ripped. Let's continue this tour. So here is the outside, the front of the depot, which is now our library. This section right back here, this long section, is actually an addition that they put on several years ago. I wasn't happy because I liked the library the way it was, but they said they needed more space. So here is the book return that was put in. As you can see, they tried to leave as many of the original bricks as they could. They did have to do a little bit of fixing up, but a lot of this is original or reconstructed to the original train depot. And here is, like I said, this is the new addition back here. You can't really see it, but this is a Santa Fe logo for the Santa Fe Railway. And inside, I'm going to be really careful. I'm just going to zoom in instead of walking. There are bricks with people's names on them all through this circle and all down here. And these are people who donated money for bricks when they were fundraising for doing all the remodels to the library. It's just a quick little tour of the library because there's nobody in here right now. This is the story time area, and it's the place to go and storybook characters. And over here is a rocking chair for the person to do the reading. And then all of these bookshelves and books. These bookshelves actually came over from the old library. And when they moved over here, these white ones are new. Obviously, they need more book space. This is the young adults area. And, you know, it's changed over time, but I helped organize when they originally brought everything over here. I helped organize and put these books, this set of books about Kansas history, moved so many times, and I'm the one that moved them around. I was sick of looking at these books by the time they were ready to open. This corner over here used to be my spot. If you wanted to find me anywhere and I was at the library, I was probably sitting in this corner with a book. And my friend growing up, Rachel, her spot was over there. We had our own spots. And then they have kids' computers, and then more of the young adult series. And then they had bathrooms installed, of course. And I love the clock that's here by the women's bathroom. It just says Grand Central Terminal, New York. It's very, very fitting for a train depot. And then they have, of course, you can check out DVDs at the library. So they have DVDs, and they also check out board games at our library. So you can check out a board game, and it's one per family for a week, which is a really neat thing to do. This is called the Sunflower Room. And I'm trying to find the light switch in here. And so this is, or the Kansas Room, depending on what you want to call it. This would have been the ticket window. As you can tell, the window is still there. It was redone. And these two windows on the sides would have been also ticketing windows, but you can see the main one. And they've got an antique clock, and it was it was donated by Doug and Janet Marler, who's one of the main librarians, on the 100th anniversary of the depot in 2012. So that's a really pretty clock. And then this was all made and created for this room. So pretty. And I love these table and chairs have been in here since it opened when they did it. The best thing a father can do for his children is to love their mother, in memory of George Andres. So this is the sunflower room. And over here they have the microfilm and computer and printer if you're needing to do some like research projects. Out here they have magazines on this wall, and over here are the large type books. Over here they have the new books, nonfiction on one side and fiction on the other. Over here they have adult computers for adults. They have a table and chairs for you to sit and do research. They have other books and more puzzles that you can check out. With the pretty Christmas tree. This is right at this, as you come in the front door, right here to then your left. They do a different collection, and it rotates, and different people do them. Over here is the card catalog, and here is the plaque about the library board project that from when they started it in '99 until its completion in 2002, and it tells you who was all involved and who the contractors were. So it's really neat that this is in the library. And these this is where the library used to be when I was, growing up, and when we started. This is actually now the city offices. And then this is getting into the adult area. This is your large type, more of your large print books. On the other side, they have collections of things from like Santa Fe, a model of the rail depot, and things. And here's a big scale. Now, I will have to find some pictures from when they started, and they may have them around here somewhere, because this used to be one of the loading areas, and this was like a big hole in the floor. You would never believe it now. The construction did such a nice job. But then you've just got all the books. I'll come down here so you can tell a little easier. And then here is the adult section, and they've got a table and chair and a couch that you can bring your own computer in. And look at these neat windows. These are actually from the original depot, and they did the barn style of windows, so you can open and close them. You can see what a dreary day it is here in Marion. So, here's a little, I was looking for this. Here's an article on the paper from a Marion Record. What a cool article is that. Here is, this is where we are now, and this is what it looked like before they started remodeling. Here's one of the photos. Here's another photo of what this area looks like, and is looking the south wall of the office, and the office is now part of this wall right here. So this is kind of what it looked like then. Here's another portion of this room that was the south end of the freight room, was used for storage, and now is the adult reading room, which is where we are standing now. Look at how much trash and stuff had been just left in here over the years. And this is the south wall of the freight room, now the south exit, which is this exit right here. So this is what that back wall used to look like. We have a neat library here in Marion, Kansas. At this store, let's see what fun things we can find in here. Is their Christmas items. All their Christmas items are half price right now, so we might be able to find some fun things. Oh, here's a color your own puzzle from Bass Pro Shop, and it's 75 cents but half off. That looks fun. Rest of the Christmas things on the other side, they are also half off. Lots of cute knick-knack things, lots of coffee mugs if you're needing some extra holiday mugs for guests. This is my favorite spot to come in any thrift store, which is the crafting section, especially since I'm trying to make some ears. I figured I'd check out their knick-and-knacks and bobs and bits and things and see what I can find over in here. I see something right off the bat. see how much they want for this roll of stuff. $2.50 for 8 yards. That's not horribly priced. Might check into that. They've got stamps. They've got sewing things. So many things to choose from. Like any thrift store, they have their selection of books. Lots of books. They've got Christmas books up by the front. Books, books, and more books. So I found some more Christmas things. These also are half off. You've got your tins and some bowls. There's lots of pretty bells. This one's a Precious Moments bell. Some ducks. I like ducks. This one is Precious Moments 1993. And it has a bell in it. Some people don't like the bells and they take the little pieces out. And they all have different sounds. I love bells. Sam doesn't like them. Somebody donated a bear collection. This I don't think is part of the Christmas. I think it's just everyday knickknacks. On the other side, they have like their cutlery and things that, you know, typical thrift store's gonna have. So much going on in the thrift store. I didn't feel right videoing. There was a lot of kids in there, but I got my picture taken with Santa, and he said I was a good girl and gave me a candy cane. I'll also insert pictures that I took of Santa here. The thrift store. We're in the antique store now, and I figured I'd show you a little bit around here. There's so much stuff in here. It's such a fun place to come look. It's one of the old grocery stores that was in town, and right when you walk in and turn to your right, I find all kinds of old crockery. Lots and lots of crockery. Big pieces, little pieces, bowls. Well, and then we come into some knick-knack type items. And then teapots and tea sets. Lots of clocks. Over here you've got some of the green carnival glass. So pretty. And some, get into your plates and dishware. You guys know what an antique store looks like. And then they have like bolts of cloth and shans and the old register. Look at this old register. Is this not amazing? Over in this corner, they have toys. And so Mom always comes and kind of looks at this. They've got a box full of old blocks, and they are $1 per block. And if you can find some like these make great ornaments too. And then they have a Coke area back here in the back. So we've come through this doorway here, and they've got books. They've got Hardy Boys and Lassie. They've got lots of little golden books. Then some portraits and other types of books. I think there's some like yearbooks back here, cookbooks, lots and lots of marbles. So many marbles. I'm gonna go up these steps here. See if Lena can attempt not to fall. And then you've got glass, like light covers and pots and pans. Oh, I know what this is. This is a sifter. Mom and Dad have one of these at home, exactly like this. This is how I grew up sifting flour. Let me tell you, after a while, that gets annoying and old. Rolling pins and light fixtures. Cookie cutters. Some things are newer, of course, and some things are a little older, but lots of fun things to look at. That's it. Mom and I have went to the library. We have been to the thrift store. We checked out the antique mall. The whole point of going to the antique mall was there was it looked like an old style aluminum tree in the window, but it wasn't exactly what Mom was wanting. She was going to give it as a Christmas gift, but it was more of a modern, the swirled style that wasn't the antique style. She just thought it was one of the old ones where you poke the stems into the center branch, and it wasn't what she wanted. But they think they might have one in storage, so they're going to take a look and give her a call, which is awesome. So with that, we're going to end this video here. Thank you so much for watching. I am on Facebook, Instagram, and Twitter. I am Lena with Paper, Scissors, and Vacations Oh My, and we'll see you in the theme parks. Bye guys!